Alright, welcome along to SuperCars NZ, Long Beach, in Div 1 tonight, checking out these V8s. How we going, everyone?
Good. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, beastie. Rehan got first spot, Richie Stanaway second, Darren Lobb third, Mike Robinson on the grid in fourth, Bruce Tannick fifth, Zachary Vlausblom, Doug will help me with that one. Sixth spot, Jeremy Maxwell, Eamon Young, Roger Forbert, and Jack Greenwald 10th, ran out the top 10. Whew.
Yeah, there's some cool names sitting there in the top 10. Shane, I had some info before on some points gaps and who our current championship leaders are.
Yes, I've got Mike Robinson top of the table at the moment on 539 points. Rian Leonage, 483. I'm sure I'm still not saying that last name right. And Zachary Vlausblom, probably not saying that last name right either. He's in third place on 393 points. So some decent margins between them at the moment, but still a long way to go and plenty of time for all that to change around.
Heck yeah, and with turn one at this track here tonight. And a big thank you to Racecraft for putting up the 90 kilometres of torture for us this evening. Turn one's a killer, and then so are the following 11 after that.
Yeah, certainly going to be a blast. That's for real. We got some good cameras tonight. There's TV1 lighting it up. SuperCars NZ into it. Long Beach, round 5.
Yeah, they're away, and Richie got off to a pretty good start, but second phase for Rehan was pretty good, and he's able to pull away as they all come piling down towards turn 1. 4, 5 wide there, maybe even 6 wide in the background. Crazy. Big dive down the
Mitchell getting tanked up.
Matt has been called out of that. He's not going to be happy.
Yeah, that was certainly a good. So Taylor Mitchell, Jason Kossu, Sean Macca, and Daniel Nolan and Ryan Cotterill all tangled up in that bit of a nightmare here at Long Beach. What do you reckon, yellow, or what do you want to do?
I reckon everyone's got keep moving, so I think we'll let it play out.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
The biggest losers out of that one though was Sean McNamara and Daniel Nolan dropping 4 and 6 spots respectively.
Yeah, very cool.
So Richie Stanaway dropped a couple of spots at turn 1 as well. Darren Lobb and Michael Robinson able to squeeze past him.
There'll be good battles tonight between Darren and Mike, but the problem is they're probably going to be too focused on battling each other rather than worrying about sticking to the back of Rehan, who's ahead of them.
Yeah, there we go. Let's hop on the back of Rehan.
Darren certainly going with Rehan at the moment though. Probably has been able to create a bit more of a gap between himself and Mike and close that gap up to Rehan. So Darren certainly eyes forward early on.
Oh yeah, there we go. MRP entry down Lob, knowing the track reasonably well, looking at that.
He's always pretty quick around here, Darren.
How's Corey Kitchen tonight?
I am good, Wayno. I'm just keeping it on pit lanes. We've got about 4 cars, 5 cars will load through pit lane to obviously getting caught up in that early first lap incident. Just get themselves all cleaned up and back out on the track.
Stefan's had an issue as well, a crash starter and a tow to the pit for him.
Let's have a quick look at that, eh? Stefan.
Plenty of walls around here to look out for.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, Simblak's car. Nose first in the concrete.
And did a bloody good job to get it stopped and get it towed with those other cars coming through too.
Yeah, he must have a wicked escape button.
Yeah. half the time I can't even get my escape button to work properly, let alone do it that quickly.
Mike Robinson under quite a lot of pressure from Richie Stanaway there for 3rd spot.
Yeah, and the last time I saw Richie Stanaway, he was standing on top of the Bathurst podium, so how cool that these guys are able to come out here and race against a guy that's just won Bathurst.
Yeah, it's alright, I suppose.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, we weren't going to blow it out of proportion in the broadcasting lounge. I mean, we've got the famous Doug Bickley, Shane White, and Corey Kitchen in here, so you know.
Ah,
Yeah.
those guys will
Yeah,
claim to
Richie
be
who?
here.
The crowd, and all of a sudden we've gone to 4, so now it's gone from a threesome to an orgy, and yeah, this lounge, I'm glad I don't have to clean it up.
Yeah, alright, shall we just scroll down the order, see what's happening? Mag Turbo entry, Bruce Tannock.
Yeah, Holding currently started P5 and still sitting in P5.
There we go, holding his own. We should probably have a look at that again, eh?
Oh, just as he pulls into pits, and followed very quickly by Zachary Vlasblom as well, and Eamon Young. So
Yeah, Eamon Young and Jeremy Maxwell. Hopefully those guys. Hopefully those guys that had to do a bit of a repair, got gas and got enough to get home, and yeah, it doesn't affect their race too much. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, approaching that halfway mark, so they're probably just about in that window to be looking at getting in and triggering an undercut, but there was a lot of guys following each other in there. There's someone's gone
Yeah,
around.
Nick
MH
Mitchell,
star.
let's have a look. Ooh, that was a big hit.
oh,
Yeah,
Back
the
brakes
old
on
rear
fire.
lock, old rear lock on the way into turn 1, back-ended into the tyres, and does a good job to reverse out of the way there as well, so good stuff, Nick.
Yeah, really difficult at these little tracks. Got to keep your eye on your relatives and make sure you're not going to mess with anybody.
That's
Nick
right,
pulled
it's
it off
hard.
so well. It reminds me of that scene from The Fast and the Furious.
One where he just hit 15th gear.
Yeah.
In 20,000 revs.
Yeah. And the 3-minute long 10-second quarter mile.
In the
Yeah.
Honda. Yeah.
Few other
Yeah.
changes now. We've had Darren move up to the top of the table because we've had Rehan, Mike, Richie, and Jack all come into the pits.
Mr. Nick Mitchell, Mr. Nick Mitchell.
He's come into pit lane now as well. His MRX car.
Really attacking those yellow lines on the limiter as well.
Got Darren Lobb out there doing it. Daniel Heddershide. Second in the fully floored Holden right now.
So Bruce Tannock just coming round past pit exit now, joining up right onto the back of these guys that have just come through and done their pit stops. So he has managed to just glide by Richie Stanaway.
Those tints on Ryan's car have got to be illegal, eh? Darker than 5%.
Should I remove him from the race or give him a penalty?
Get the cops out, eh?
Could do.
He's sitting in pit lane, Wayne.
Right, let's have a look at that. Ooh, is two. Oh no, got the New Zealand police in pit lane, checking their pit lane speeds. Well done, cheers Corey.
I feel like you should be parked up just past the tyres at the end of before turn 1, just with the nose poked out. See how many crashes you can invoke.
Alright, let's see what happens here. Rehan and Darren Lobb. Pit lane times. It's probably a good
So Rehan's just come out of the hairpin now as Darren's rolling down pit lane. There's a long pit exit here. Got to stay on that limiter for a long time, and it's going to be pretty tight. Rehan comes across the line as Darren releases that limiter, and Rehan's just going to fly by him there.
Oh, there we go. Just edged. Wow.
Oh, there you go. It's moved. It's kept Darren in front of Mike, but he's going to be on cold tyres now. Mike already built up to temp, so he may be able to bring in his car a little bit closer to Darren's and sit closely for a draft run down the back straight.
Yeah, definitely. Let's hide that timing tower, get a full view of the rest of this race. So, 10 lap race, two races tonight. Feature has 18 laps.
Yep.
Correct, yeah, that's the one. So, lap 6 of a 10 lapper right now, just to get them warmed up here at Long Beach. Oh, Stanaway making a move on Tannock. Oh, that was awesome. He was down there lifting the rear wheel off the ground.
And Bruce going for the defensive line all through that section there, wondering if he thought Richie might have taken an early dive through across the ripple strip, which we've seen people do before, then run around the outside.
The draft down here could be interesting because Bruce took quite a tight line into the hairpin where Richie was able to get quite wide on entry. Bruce is going to cover, comes back across, probably okay. He was on that line as he committed to the brakes.
I would imagine Bruce would be pretty hard to pass too.
Yeah, this is certainly a tricky track to pass. You've got to set it up, get the corner exit off the previous corner and use the draft down the long straights, and you'll normally have to get an overlap before the braking zone to really be able to pull a move off.
Richie trying to use up every amount of racetrack possible, try and get through those apexes faster. A bit of a run across the wall before has dragged him backwards a wee bit from Bruce, but this is the section where he gained on him last time, coming down into the final few corners. We'll see if he can make something work through the last couple.
Yeah, so close.
And who's got the story about
Oh,
on a touch.
Tannock locking rears.
Oh!
Let's have a quick look.
Touch. An apology there from, I believe, Zachary as well.
Alright, let's have a look. Oh, I believe that was netcode, definitely. Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't.
It wasn't? Definite hit.
The second one.
Oh, yeah, the second one. Alright. We're back to live with Daniel Heddershide leading the race still to pit. He'll be out there getting as much as he can out of it.
Just put a CPS reminder out there just in case Daniel has forgotten that he needs to pit, but he's possibly just playing the long game as well.
Yep, wide open space, might as well use it. No traffic. Darren Lobb just clipping the wall there.
well, they only got a 46-second gap, so if you look at some of the pit lane times, you might get a rough idea of how he's going to come back out.
Yeah, definitely, that's good. Good point. As he just comes in, oh, he just did a 120.77.
Jordan McNamara is fighting his way back up through the field after having a bit of a jump.
Yeah, back up to his starting position.
Just one a front, so yeah, he's
Oh, okay.
finally managed to get a positive number on the board.
Yeah, well done,
Just,
Sean. Veteran driver here at SuperCars NZ.
And a bit of action just in front with two youngsters going out of Jack Ronwald and Taylor Mitchell there. Jack able to get alongside in the PSR car.
Yeah,
He's gonna
Sean
be
will
on
be
the
quite
right side
happy
of
to
the
watch
corner.
this stuff happen, won't he?
Yeah, front row seat for this battle, and if he
Reeling
can
them in. Yeah.
find a way to take advantage, he will jump on it.
Stephen Adams having a bad night tonight.
Oh,
Bit of data
big
from-
slide
Jack
for Jack.
sliding it through there.
Really punishing those rear tyres around here.
Yep. Last lap, red eyes are focused.
So Daniel has dived for the pits on his
Yep,
last
that's,
opportunity.
And we'll pick up Rehan and Darren and see what happens on the final lap of this race. Eh?
Yeah, and Darren's been able to close that gap up as well, so could be interesting. Rehan heavy breaking the toe here.
Yeah, giving it all.
And
Let's
Daniel
see.
Heddershide now heading his way out of pit lane. Looks like he's going to lock into about position 10, I'd say, by the time the other guys manage to get by.
All eyes on Rehan. Final lap. White flags up.
And Mike Robinson's been able to slot into a nice podium position and all this as well, so he'll be happy with that. He'll be even happy if these guys take each other out though.
Daniel Heddershide sideways out of pit exit, pulled out just in front of Taylor Mitchell with that battle happening between Taylor, Jack and Sean. Taylor's just gone heavy into the wall, allowing Jack to sneak on by him. Sean's all over the back of that run now as well.
Alright, we'll leap back there very, very soon. We'll just watch these guys cross the line and
So Rehan just needs to get the good exit. Looks like he's done good enough. Darren will jump into the toe, but it's going to be too little too late as they come across the line and Rehan takes the win.
Well done, great race.
yeah, very cool. This is what we were talking about earlier.
Oh.
Just jump down here. Jack Grenold, Taylor Mitchell, Sean Macker.
Oh,
Nick Mitchell goes
Mitchell's just got a
wide.
Mac detect at the final
Yeah, I'd
quarter.
say that's what that was. Looked a little like that. Let's have a quick look. If we...
But yep, that's great camera.
Oh, we're not there yet. Oh,
Yep.
Sean got a tap.
Yep, and then you see it here in the final moment, just a
Teeny tiny little jump flex there, and
yeah.
all right. So, Racecrafts. Cheers for your weekly sponsor. What do you guys know about them?
Yeah, Shane.
Yes, Shane.
I thought you said you're all over that, Doug.
Oh, custom-made sim racing mods and sim products. That's the one.
Yeah, they do. They do some cool stuff there. They've got a website that you can head across to, racecrafts.co.nz, and have a look at their sim racing products. This week also they've got some goodies on behalf of noco.co.nz, adding to the prize pool of stuff that Chris Zalewski from Racecrafts is giving to us to give away. So, what do you know about that one, Shane?
You really just want to throw me in the deep end, don't you?
Oh, I love it. It's good. It's good stuff. Yeah, Shane, what do you know about it?
FYI, there's some data I gathered in the admin chat.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm looking at it right now, does it?
Oh, that's funny.
Why not?
Crack me up. Oh, good.
This is when Corey jumps in and he's like, well, if you must know.
Yeah, well, you need to turn me up, Wayne, and you need to turn Shane down a little, just to put a feedback.
Yeah, I've got you on 200.
Yeah.
We've been trying to put Shane down all night. What are you on about?
I'm just trying to... where are we?
God, take a couple of weeks off and you just get picked on.
Fair enough, too.
That'll teach you.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Come on.
1 times LED gaming mouse pad, sorry. 1 times LED light bar, 1 times LED light strip. So that's what Racecrafts are giving away.
Yep. And gifted from Noco, they've got a couple of smartwatches to give away as well. So two of each of those. So some really cool products there. Well, we got from those guys. Yeah, you got the other 3 there. So yeah, that's what we've got as some prize giveaways throughout this week. So we'll figure out what we're going to do about giving away some of those cool items, and maybe look at how we can engage with some of our viewers at home, get you on board with picking up a couple of those as well.
Yeah, definitely sounds great. Maybe a little competition on the Facebook page, and
Yep.
yeah. We're very lucky here at SuperCars NZ. Everybody's really in behind us and supporting us, and yeah, cheers to all those sponsors. So good.
Certainly been it's certainly been the season of gifting. We're walking up to a really cool Christmas period, and a lot of our sponsors and new sponsors, existing awesome sponsors, have all really come together and well, for their own rights, and yeah, they're just sort of piling stuff on us at the moment to give away. It's almost hard to keep up with what we've got and how to come up with new ideas of how to do those prize giveaways.
Yeah, that's right. Got any good ideas on prize giveaways and what we can do to run them? Give us a holler.
Yeah.
Massive
Yeah,
shout
yeah.
out to Napa Auto Parts sponsoring the broadcasting lounge.
Yep.
Really enjoying that. Yeah, they've got a
Yeah,
big prize
main.
towards the end of the season still to be announced, and
Yep.
still got
Yep, that's a huge one too.
Still got a couple of buckets to give away.
Yep. As a KFC bucket.
Definitely.
Have we got anything to give away tonight?
Oh, we could certainly give something away tonight. What do you want to do, Doug? Have you got that little list there, buddy?
Which little list would you like, mate? I've got plenty of lists.
Oh, the racecrafts.
Yep. Got some stuff. What could we give for one of our lads tonight?
I'd say lowest incident points again, because that's going to be a mammoth task here at Long Beach.
I reckon we give away the light bar tonight.
Oh yeah. Sounds cool.
What's the light bar? Can I chuck it on me four-wheel drive?
No, so it's well, I mean, you probably could. It says it's a smart LED light bar with Bluetooth app controlled. You can have over 200 patterns. It's sound activated and USB powered.
Oh,
So
there
you
we
can
go.
have it to display your lights, your green light and whatnot for iRacing.
There you go. So it says you use it next to your TV or gaming monitor for even more sound activated lighting effects.
Oh, very
Right.
cool. Rig will be lighting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that towards at the end of the race and see who gets the least amount of incident points. And yeah, light bar from Racecrafts coming your way.
Yeah, and again, their website, racecrafts.co.nz, check it out, and you too could also jump on their website and grab one of these cool light bars for yourself.
Yeah, and also massive shout out to all ports again, supporting the V8s this season. Div 1 and Div 2.
Depot.
I love it. So good. Alright, here we are into the future. 18 laps. Sparking up. Rehan, bit of a slow start.
look at
Darren
that.
Glove got a nice jump on him.
Yeah, awesome launch from Darren. He's sailing away down towards turn 1. Rehan covering from Mike Robinson there. And again, they spread out in behind on the way down to turn 1. Can they all get through cleanly this time?
Oh, Nick Mitchell with a massive dive through from the back. He saw a gap and took it.
Oh, someone's been sent
Parked
into
in
the
the garden.
That's one of Diesel D cars.
Jack
Jack
Greenhold
Greenwald,
and Taylor
Taylor Mitchell's
Mitchell,
involved.
Sean McNamara, Brody.
Oh, Sean McNamara
Stephen
involved
Adams.
in both lap 1 crashes.
Yeah, crazy.
He'll be
Alright.
absolutely human.
How are we looking? What do we got?
Oh, big
Roger
smoke trail
Forbett.
coming out.
Yeah, big chuff from Roger.
That's just normal Mustang material though, isn't it?
And stage 1 lightning kit just purchased. Supplied by the garden. Right, do we want to do a bit of a yellow? What are you guys, you happy with the way things are panning out? Yellows bring yellows.
Yeah. I reckon we just leave it as is. It's Long Beach, and yeah, I think that one would be a bit of a sticky point. It would probably cause more chaos further down the line.
Yeah, definitely. So we got 23 cars on track tonight.
Yeah.
Perfect amount of cars for Long Beach.
Darren Lobb is on a super push at the front. He's trying to get whatever margin of gap away from those guys behind him. Currently was just out over a second, but Mike Robinson certainly chucked it into third gear and hunting him down. And Richie Stanaway's glued to Mike's bumper and Rehan just in behind him, so pretty tight there at the moment, but Darren will be looking at the results from the last race and realising how close he was to Rehan from getting him out through the pit stop change, and he's probably trying to work towards that margin now.
Yeah, certainly some big names in the top 4. Darren Lobb won a couple of SuperCars NZ championships. Mike Robinson the same. Richie Stanaway, well, you know.
I just can't put my finger on it.
And Rehan certainly won a couple of our championships as well.
Just a couple.
Eamon Young's raced with us since we first opened the gates, and yeah, good to see him out there. Good positioning.
And he's got the great white shark in behind him.
Yeah, there we go. Bruce Tannock got the bull on the front there. Megan Turbo.
It was a very cool livery.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, how's our in-car? Where's Macca? Should we do an in-car with Macca, eh? Keen on that, Shane? Is that your department, buddy? Your department? Whereas...
Hopefully I'm not too rusty after a couple of weeks out.
Oh, we'll just throw you in it, see what happens, eh? Alright, Ultimate Warrior, Sean McNamara.
I'm gonna quote Sean and say we're not even near the start of the lap here.
I was just about to say the same thing.
I really was just checking him to see whether he was left hand or right hand down after that incident as well, so that was part of the reasoning of jumping in. So
touch of left, not bad, not too bad. He's got a bit of damage on the front left corner, but not too bad.
Yeah, SDI entry. Cheers to Steve, massive supporter of SuperCars NZ. Stefan Adams having a bit of a mare here tonight. Same corner on, eh? Missed that.
Oh, engine.
Is that a blind motor? Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, back to
just
live.
before you missed it, Sean's about to cross the start finish line.
Alright, cheers. Yeah, get a bit sidetracked here at SuperCars NZ. Alright, Shane, into it.
So starting a lap as Sean's battling Brodie Scott down into turn 1, down into second gear, clip the curb, try not to run wide into the tyres on the exit, back down to first gear for the fountain, climb over that inside curb, get around that wall on the left on the exit, second gear through the right hander here, patient with the throttle, keep it in second gear, just clip the limiter, climb right over that curb at turn 5, patient on the throttle again, and then grab a couple of gears, back on the brakes, back down to second gear for turn 6, which leads really quickly into turn 7. Sitting on the limiter in third gear and then back down to second for turn 8. Get the good exit here, and he's unfortunately just slid up the rear tyres as he's tried to pick up the throttle a fraction too early. That's going to cost him down the long back straight here, up to fifth gear, back on the brakes, down to second gear for turn 9 through the car park, and then long double apex left-hander. Hold it as far over to the left as you can on the exit to open up the right-hander at turn 11 as much as you can. Super tight hairpin, single line. Get the throttle down as cleanly as you can and accelerate out onto the front straight, which has a bit of a curve in it, and then over the line to finish the lap.
Yeah, well done,
you do
Shane. bit of dad and son rivalry here. Two Mitchells.
That was a good job, Shane. You haven't missed a beat since you left.
Oh, thanks, Doug.
Yeah, Nick getting down there pretty nicely. Taylor looks like he's a bit hampered by his aero reduction there off the front of his Commodore. It probably didn't need to be coming off, to be fair. They're fast enough with just their normal bits and pieces on.
Yep, that's right. Alright. Back to live up front, Darren Lobb with Robinson and Leonage.
Yeah,
still pronouncing that wrong.
So Richie's taken an early pit stop, putting on lap 4, so that's why he's dropped away from these guys. So that'll be interesting to see where he drops in. The undercut could give him good track position, but then he's going to be fighting with old tyres trying to hold on to it at the end, so it could pan out to a very interesting finish.
With the tightness of Long Beach as well, though, even if he does suffer a little bit more towards the end, he certainly can look at making his car rather wide by positioning the car more mid-track. It just depends on whether or not the drivers following behind will be willing enough to play that game or will help move you across.
Yeah, 100%, and we saw how difficult it was for Richie to make ground in that first race when he was a little bit more buried in the pack. So that's probably what he's thinking there, is he recognises that it's going to be a hard track to pass on, so get in early, get track position, and try and hold on to that with old tyres at the end.
Good McNamara.
How's everyone?
Oh,
Hey,
hey mate.
How you doing, mate?
I'm good. I'm having a good race with old Brody Scott, so we're doing a good old battle here.
Yeah.
It hasn't been your night.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know. I can't see it all, but stuff happening around me which is out of my control. I did have a really good end to the last race, which was really cool. I don't want to go into it too much, but a bit of bumping and rubbing is what you get.
Yep.
You do it to me, I'll do it to you. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. And but yeah, this track brings out the best and the worst of you as a driver. Definitely turn one's just such a challenge as well. Has there been many spinning at turn one, or not so far? Because I mean, obviously I'm doing
Nick Mitchell.
We've only had the one, not the usual Long Beach where people ending up getting deep down into the runoff or locking up and heading into the tyres there.
Yeah. I mean, I've had to escape one SuperCars NZ race where I was in the wall and I didn't want to destroy anyone else's race, so I escaped as it happened to me. So I haven't done it this time, touch wood, we'll have to see, but a few laps to go yet.
Yeah, definitely 18 lap race.
And Richie, I hear you guys talking before, I said Richie's already pitted, so interesting.
Yeah.
It's a long way on tyres. Obviously he's got just a squiz more talent than myself to be able to cope with that, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he pans out at the end of the race.
The wall round here doesn't give a crap if you've got talent or not. If anyone suck at
Very
that.
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
much better.
Rehan's coming early too, so.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, just the previous lap.
You're giving them inside information.
Oh.
Yeah, hey, I'm pressing for it, eh? Coming back from P17. Oh no, I'm 14th at the moment. That's
Oh,
yeah.
Jason
recovery
Cossey's
on
come
it.
in, so you're up to 13th there, Mika. Well done.
Oh yeah.
We are not too far away from the halfway mark now, so these stops that we're seeing now are probably not super early, but still giving yourself a little bit of work to do in terms of time management towards the end. Although Rehan did show us putting on lap 6, so that was a couple of laps ago, so
Yeah. What he's been able to do though is draw in onto the back of Richie Stanaway quite well.
Yeah, I was just looking at this pretty mean looking entry here. Daniel Nolan. Shark on the front, Supercars NZ. Window banner, cheers. Very cool. Qualis. Daniel Heddershide, fully floored. Fielding entry.
Yeah, see his dad's not here tonight, Simon. He tries to get on when he can. I had a bit of a chat about them at the beginning of the season, then I had Simon reach out to me on Messenger and give me a bit of an update about the whānau and what they're involved in and stuff like that. So I'll leave that for another time once he's around, because there's a cool bit of a write-up he gave me about what they've been involved in and what kind of cool toys they've got at home.
Over the years, a couple of escorts, I believe, is that right?
Yeah, something like that. Some rotary powered things and some I think some 4-age turbo powered things as toys, and yes.
Well, they live just down the road from Manfield, eh?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Oh. So
I'm
it's
looking
Taylor
at
Mitchell, Nick Mitchell, and Daniel Heddershide battle.
Yeah. I'm just
Reasonably
looking at
close.
this battle between Rehan and Richie and wondering if Richie at all would be now putting himself towards the negative of that early pit stop strategy. What was your thoughts, Shano?
Looking at it, I'm just wondering if Rehan at the moment is quite happy to just sit behind him and run with him, recognising that both of them are going to have fresher tyres at the moment than the guys that they're racing ultimately later on in the race. So at this stage they're going to be gaining track position on them, and I think he's quite happy to just sit here and use that to his advantage, work together and try and put some good laps down together. But it might be later in the race that we see him try to attack with a couple of laps fresher tyres there.
Go, Mike Robinson coming out of pit lane.
Yep.
Yeah, they both managed to get ahead of him, so that strategy paying off, I think. Certainly Richie was behind Mike, I think Rehan was as well, wasn't he?
Yep.
Mike Robinson, fresher tyres, but he's got to warm them up, so let's see what happens. Going to be a good sprint to the finish, 8 laps.
So he's got to warm them up, then he's got to close down that gap in front of him, not a massive gap, but enough that it'll give him a little bit of work to do, and then once he's there, he's got to find a way around those two super fast guys, so certainly far from a given that he's going to be able to finish ahead of them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how that pans out.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And then there's our race leader still out there doing it too in the MRP entry, Darren Lobb. Just getting a good shot of the signs there. No trees here. No trees here.
Looks like Darren going quite long, so I feel like potentially he's recognised that he's missed the chance to hold on to track position, and he's just trying to give himself the best tyre advantage that he can at the end.
Yeah, certainly a bit of race room as well, nobody around him. Tyres getting a bit slippery there. See the back giving out.
But driven still nicely as well, you know, like we do look at a bit of slip and slide. And obviously it's a way for these cars to create that rotation, so if the car is running a wee bit stiffer, so it can you know, get out there and be quite stable, but doesn't have the point at the front, you use the rear to guide it round. So
massive battle between father and son here. Yeah,
it's been happening most of the race.
Oh, Richie's made a big error. He's clobbered the inside wall at turn 6 and has allowed Rehan to get by him, and Mike
down
just
inside,
about able to go around the outside, but just not able to get that done. But he's going to have to run him down
quick
here.
Look at that, Shane. It's Richie out in front.
Just on the braking point.
So I think he's been experiencing the tyres going off a little bit, and he's tried to compensate for the understeer there and just got a little bit too much early turn and just clobbered that inside wall.
Alright, back to live. Clobbered. Listen to it. All the words coming out tonight. Richie Stanaway, Mike Robinson. Alright, orders settled.
Robbo able to get a bit of an overlap down the straight. He's going to be on the wrong side again though. Can he get the job done under brakes to be able to go all the way around the outside? Can he stay there?
Richie giving him race room. Oh. Yeah, let him know you're there, Robbo. Let him know you're there. It's away.
Wow.
Super fast races here. Love to see Robbo in a real V8.
Unfortunately, the layout of the track there just always was putting Robbo in the wrong position to be able to capitalise there, and he was always going to lose out there, unfortunately. But certainly showing good pace to be putting so much pressure on a guy who is super quick in a real V8 and has just achieved something pretty special a couple of weekends ago.
Definitely.
Yeah, you've picked it up there, Wayne. Daz is there in the lane now, getting his pit stop underway as it counts towards 7, now 8 seconds, rolling on to 9.2. Very quick race stop there, and he's underway again, moving towards pit lane exit. And we have Rehan just coming across the start-finish line now and around that first part of the bend.
So Darren could actually, I think he's going to slip behind Rehan. No, he might even actually end up in front of Rehan.
No, he's got him. He's got him.
So
He's coming full noise out of full noise out of pit lane. Cold tyres, Darren Lobb. Rehan warmed up,
tight.
ready to go. Let's see how this pans out, eh?
And I was just wondering if Darren had been counting on those three guys getting involved in a bit of a battle, and we saw it come to fruition when Richie had that little moment into the inside wall there at turn 6. And
Sorry, bit of data, sorry. Mike
That's okay.
Robinson. Let's see what happened here. Turn 1, this is what... Oh, Richie Stanaway, Mike Robinson. Richie Stanaway pulls a 360, does a little mini drift and he's gone, but Robbo certainly carrying a bit of damage there.
Oh, wow.
Alright, back to line.
well, that's street racing, unfortunately. So it's going to be a dogfight between Darren and Rehan to the end of this one. Now, Bruce sitting in 3rd position will certainly be happy to pick up any pieces if those two come to blows.
Yeah, definitely, but here we are. Darren Lobb. Fresh tyres, warmed up.
Yeah, Darren with track position and fresher tyres. So, as I was saying, that little battle that came about from Richie making that little mistake, with those guys going side by side for probably not even half a lap, but it was just enough to slow that momentum down that while Darren was out in clean air, even with older tyres, he was able to make up some of that margin again.
Oh, Darren Lobb just clipping the wall though. It's bit of a bounce, but not enough.
Yeah, Richie Stanaway now gone through pit lane to grab a fast repair, dropping down to P16 currently on that one. So that's a shame for him. He might even be pulling the pin on the rest of the race.
Zachary Gold, no limits, sitting in 4th. So everybody's had their one stop other than Richie in his 3rd, so there we go. Richie, I'd say safely out of contention out of the race tonight.
Yeah, so Richie's data there also showed that he ended up towing after he started driving away, so that's why it's showing for him sitting there for a 3rd pit stop for that one. So an unfortunate end to Richie's night.
Big Kev, Jeremy Maxwell, 7th spot. Dan Nolan 8th, Daniel Heddershire, Jason Cossey, Nick Mitchell, good battle going on here.
Looking at the onboard of Darren as he's firing his MRP Mustang around the track, he's certainly got some wheel work going on, some corrections every time leaving through the corners, so he's certainly pushing hard on those rear tyres.
Sean Mack, a big dive on Peter Vandenberg. That was a really clean pass. Let's have a what have I missed?
It's just contact between. If you just roll on the replay, you'll see it.
Yeah. So Sean Macker grabbing the draft, diving on the inside, trying to outbraking Peter.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling.
Oh, Peter giving him a Macca tap. Alright, let him go for position though, but yeah.
And helpfully held up the cars. Yeah, helpfully held up the cars coming through behind, so Sean able to hold on to the position that he was in. So
yeah, and get a few seconds on them. So yeah.
Got a bit of an update from Div 2.
Oh yeah,
cheers. Results from race 1. Luke Bradley, Nick Bakey, Steve Darren, Quinn Wilson, Caleb Beecroft, Simon Nathan, Jonathan Turner, Derek Lovegrove, Cole Taylor, Grant Bristow, and Rob Higgins is your top 10 from the first race. And awesome. Currently, they're about the same as this race in time-wise.
Very
awesome.
Cool, and I think there's 30 odd drivers in Div 2 tonight out there doing it, so hope you guys are all enjoying it, and yeah.
Yeah, 28 cars started the first race and the second race.
Oh, there we go. Right, Festive Foods, Misfits team, misfitting their way around, 16th and 17th spot.
Can confirm that Richie Stanaway has left the server as well, so he might have broken a gear tower.
Yeah,
Finally
unfortunate.
gave way, eh? Lasted well.
Nick Mitchell making a nice clean move on Jason Cossey to move himself up into the top 10, up 10 spots respectively as well.
Yeah, very, very clean race for Nick Mitchell. Let's have a look at that. Helped us out with race control one season too. Much appreciated, Nick. I know you and Sean would have had some laughs in the race control there. Yep, nice pass.
Yeah, he was able to set it up off turn 8 and then just nice and clean, both guys giving each other plenty of room down at turn 9 there.
And who said you
Right.
couldn't do side-by-side racing, eh?
That's right, it's a tight track and it's hard to go side by side, but if both guys show the respect that's required, it is possible.
Alright, Shano. Final lap.
Final lap on board with Darren Lobb, heading down the pit straight, or the pit not so straight.
Yeah, a nice 2.3 second lead over Rehan at the moment for his last lap.
Yep, white flag's up.
Yeah,
Turn 1.
on the brakes, down to second gear for turn 1. Not climbing up onto that curb, just clipping that. You climb up onto this one, get as much of a shortcut through there as you can, and get it as straight as early as possible. And then he's actually grabbing third gear on that little short shoot rather than hitting the limiter.
And he's binned it. last lap is always huge nerves, a lot of pressure, especially leading the race, because that happens to me all the time.
You certainly got my attention. I wasn't looking at the screen there.
Good stuff.
I'll tell you what, it's certainly set up very on the nose. You can see all the corrections he's having to do all the way through the corner. I think that's just what you need in the car to go quick around here. Obviously you got to be able to drive it, but if you can drive a car like that, then set it up on the nose, get that turn through the tight corners, and you'll be quick.
And
Yeah.
it's evident here, you know, he's managed to pit on lap 12 and drive this car from P2 to P1 off the start, and he's held on to that lead. Well done, Darren Lobb.
Oh, nice big drift too. That's hard to do in a supercar on iRacing. Alright, Rehan, second, Bruce Tannock.
Getting there. Yeah, good recovery drive from Bruce. Obviously, those couple of the guys tagging each other before Mike and Richie helped Bruce move up. But nice final drive, finishing there on the podium.
Robbo limping at home. Is he...
Oh,
Yeah, Rob, I'll be disappointed not to back up with another podium,
Ooh.
but 5th place after that incident is a pretty good recovery, so good effort,
Yep.
good points.
Here they are piling in. Brody Scott, Ryan Cotterill, Sean Macker, Roger Forbert, Peter Vandenberg, Tony Lynch, bringing it home. Alright, how's our incident points looking, guys?
have a bit of
Lowest
a
incident points
look.
still in the
While they're
race.
looking at
There's
that.
actually a few still on 0, but I think highest finisher out of those is going to be Rehan, finishing second with 0 incident points. Just double check that Darren, find Darren's name on there. Can't see Darren's name on there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Darren picked up 6. So yeah, highest finisher with the least incident points is going to be Rehan.
Somebody doing some big burnouts in the background there. Is it that police car? Oh no, Ryan Cotterill.
Div 2
Line
results.
locking it around the Al Bundy image. Well done, cheers Ryan.
So we've got some Div 2 results in, and taking out the second race is Quinn Wilson. It'll be
Wow.
Luke Bradley taking out the round win with a third and a second, I believe. It'll probably work out. Caleb Beecroft, Nick Bakey just missing out on a podium, double podium evening. Stonesy in behind him in 5th, Derek Lovegrove in 6th, Scott McKenzie 7th, Simon Nathan in 8th, Rob Higgins in 9th, and Steve Darren finishing out a double top 10 finish for the night, 10th.
Alright, and Nick Bakey does love those street circuits. It's where he shines, so
He's
yeah.
currently doing a big, huge burnout to celebrate that, I reckon.
Yeah, I'd say he's pretty good at them too. Alright, so was it Rehan? Is that the lowest amount of instant points?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a few on 0, but he was the highest finishing with 0.
No
So-
worries.
Yeah, so there was Rehan, Zachary Vlasblom, Ryan Cottrell, Peter Vanderberg, Eamon Young.
You get the wheel out.
Yeah, we could do that.
No, we
It's
can't.
not my bedtime yet.
I don't have the wheel. Doug's got the wheel.
I got the wheel.
No, we'll call it Rehan and we'll get his address and go from there.
Yeah.
Sounds very cool. Cheers, Racecrafts. Light bar Rehan coming your way.
We could send it to Nan up in
Oh
Auckland.
yeah,
and
good idea. Very cool.
let her when she checks in on the live stream, she can have the lights pumping.
Sounds awesome. All right, who wants to
Night
wind
racing.
who wants to wind it up?
Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, cheers, Corey. It's always awesome, man.
Thanks, Mr. Kitchen.
Thank you, Douglas. Thanks, Wayne.
All good. Cheers,
Thanks,
guys.
Corey.
Thanks, Shane.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Thanks, Wayne. Thanks, Shane.
Good night. All right.